Good morning. Huntington's disease Todd here. I was thinking yesterday, as I was doing a little bit of work around the yard, that, Huntington's disease really is a career-ending disease. Uh, you know, no, no one talks about it that much, but in all reality, Huntington's disease takes you out of your work ability pretty soon in your life. Um, I was thinking about it from the standpoint, my dad, he's 87 now, but through his 80s, even 82, he was still working pretty strong. I'm 62, and it's been real hard for me to work since I was about 58. Now, some people might say, well, you might could still do, a menial job, something like that, work at a restaurant, or I don't know, do things like that. But for people that have careers, and we use our minds a lot, and there's a lot of us out there like this, from what I've heard or understand, that a lot of Huntington's sufferers are, high brain type people, or they're, high level producers in life. And I'll claim that I was one of those. I had a lot of blessings in my life, and I had a lot of good training from my parents and such as that. But the reality of it is, when for example, I could list a home on real estate on the MLS. I could go out and meet with people, get listings, and make commissions. Well, those kinds of dollars went away relatively quickly. I was able to take and do a couple of homes near the end of this, the beginning of this process. So let's just say that this is really a career-ending type of a thing. However, it doesn't have to be, totally, I guess that could be kind of life-altering as well. But there are ways, to plan and prepare. And I was thinking that there might be a time when I'll do a video talking about, getting into the Social Security part of this and disability and all those things that, you might want to look into at some point in this process. But Huntington's disease is a career-ending type of a disease. I would say that's true with a lot of the other diseases, such as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, ALS. Those kinds of things do the same. But a lot of times, if you don't show a lot of movement symptoms, or if you don't show a lot of negative effects from Huntington's, it can just be assumed that you're okay and you can keep on going, and that kind of thing. But as a real estate professional that I was, it wouldn't have worked out very well if I didn't show up to the open houses, or if I didn't treat people nicely, or if I for whatever reason acted one way or the other. And unfortunately, very early on, I noticed my brain power went down pretty quickly. So just another thing that we have to think about and deal with. Huntington's disease is a little bit misunderstood from a lot of angles, and I'm trying to just cover some of them. But this is another one that I thought of yesterday. Whenever I have a thought, I try to write it down as quick as I can, because by the time I go to sleep and wake up again, I can forget things that I want to discuss. But this is Huntington's disease, Todd, and of course I have the YouTube page where you can go and subscribe and like and get notifications or share. What I really want to do with these videos is get them out to families so that they can get a better understanding, or have a better understanding of, why does my loved one already not feel like going to work? Why does she looks perfectly capable of going to work? Why aren't they going to work? It can be a tough question, but the reality of it is, this is a mind-altering disease, and it starts deteriorating the brain in a way that is so unpredictable from day to day. You can get way worse cases of it than what I'm currently showing. But all the same, the case that I have is enough that it kept me out of the professional career that I had. And as a matter of fact, when I was talking about, getting out of employment and getting into some other kind of way of making money, getting into my early retirement is what I want to call it, through Social Security, I had to, basically say, I went from being a high earner to being, unable to earn those kinds of money. So don't be, Don't be upset with your loved one if they can't go out and produce. It's just a natural part of this. Be accepting, but also, be on the lookout. You need to get started early in figuring out how you're going to supplement your income. It's not, it's not a joke, and it's very seriously. And one of the things that I remember when I went and talked to the people at the time that I did my Social Security, I talked to someone and they called it adult onset Huntington's disease. So just something to keep in mind if you are, struggling with working, and you can go and get a MOCA test. You can go and get some information like that kind of shows that maybe you're starting to lose your edge. Losing your edge when you're 62 is terrible. I would have worked till I was 82. I put a short video together for this, and that's exactly what I said. It took me out now in my 60s, and the point I was making about my dad is, he can work until his mid 80s. He still goes out and does things that, can make a young man blush. But that being said, this is just another thing that happens with Huntington's disease. May is Huntington's Awareness Month. I'm trying to get some awareness out there about it. Get on my page. I have over 50 videos now, which is kind of astounding to me. But there's a lot of good information there. And you have to just peel through them a little bit because there are some nuggets. I don't always come forth right in the beginning, but I always get to a point somewhere. And my point today is Huntington's disease can be a career ender, but you got to get ahead of it. Family, the loved ones, the person that's suffering. Don't let this thing creep up on you one day and you go, oh, dang, I wish I had prepared sooner and did something sooner. So, take aggressive steps. And this is Huntington's disease, Todd. Go to my page and on YouTube, and have a good day.